Welcome back. Right now we are joined by Brody Gibson from Intermountain Healthcare to talk about a unique study, in fact one of its kind in the entire world, to help healthcare providers to provide important information. And right here locally, if you want to participate, you can. Brody, we're so excited that you're here and looking forward to learning more about this study.
Thank you so much for having me.
So tell me a little bit more about who you are, your position with Intermountain Healthcare, and why you're doing this study.
Yeah, so I work in precision genomics department at Intermountain. I'm one of the research coordinators. And so I basically act as the liaison between the scientists and the clinical side. So I basically help them set up all their research, get participants involved, and reach out to the community. And one of the biggest reasons why I joined this department and joined this study is because the HerediGene population study is all about finding connections between our genes and human disease. So we want to find these markers so that we can help increase medications and treatments so it's more personalized instead of generic, as well as we want to be able to predict and prevent diseases from happening. And I saw this as an opportunity to help really revolutionize medicine and the treatment that we give our patients. So that's one of the reasons why I got involved in this.
And tell me more about HerediGene in particular.
Yeah, so HerediGene is going to be the largest genetic study ever done in a single population. We're trying to get 500,000 participants involved in this study. So basically, wherever there is an Intermountain facility, participants will be able to join. So this includes Idaho, Utah, and Nevada. And so we're partnering with Decode in Iceland. Decode is one of the top people for genetic sequencing. They've been doing this for 20 years. And they saw that Intermountain was such an innovative company because we had started the precision genomics department looking into genetics and related to disease. So they wanted to partner with us to help move and discover new things with the genetic markers. And so this is a huge partnership with them, and we're excited to work with them, as well as we're just really excited to make discoveries that are going to help our population here in Utah, Idaho, and Nevada.
And if we want to be a part of this, what does participation involve? What do we need to expect to do? And what do we need to be able to prepare for? And where do we go?
Yeah, great question. So we've tried to make participation super easy. So there is no appointment needed to sign up for the study, as well as there's no cost to the individual. To participate, you just need to go to our website. It's HerediGene.org. And that is HerediGene.org. And on the website, it will let you look over the material. You can see if this is something you want to do because it's completely voluntary. And then if it is something you decide you want to do, there is a link that says enroll here or participate here. And then you click on that and you'll just go through the consent form. You'll fill out some personal information through our secure link. And then once you submit that, you'll come into the lab at any of our locations throughout Intermountain that has a draw site. So specifically for Summit County, you're going to want to go to Park City Hospital or Heber City Hospital. They're already starting to enroll patients there. And then you'll just go in for a simple blood draw, and they'll take 2 vials of blood. It seems like a lot, but it's only 2.5 teaspoons. We are actually enrolling participants under the age of 18 as well, our pediatric patients. If you do have children who are interested in participating, you'll just need to go to the primary children's hospital in Salt Lake. That's where our children's study is being held to enroll there. So children can enroll as well.
What are the benefits of participating in this survey? What does the community get out of this, or what are we hoping to get out of this?
Yeah, so I think the biggest benefit is being able to contribute to revolutionizing medical care and treatment. So a lot of times we won't get immediate results or impacts from this, but we're hoping that this discovery or the discoveries that we make is really going to help our future generations and our children and our children's children. So that's one of the best benefits I feel like is contributing to this discovery, as well as some of us might even be able to learn about our DNA and some of the risk factors that we do have. We're estimating that 3% of the 500,000 patients will come back with an actionable mutation. If you do end up having this actionable mutation or some of the actionable mutations we're looking for, we actually have genetic counselors here at Intermountain that are going to contact you. They're going to ask you if you'd like to come in for genetic testing, again, for confirmation, and then they'll sit down with you and they'll discuss everything that has to deal with the markers that you do have, and we can help set you up with treatments as well as preventive measures for that.
And how is this study protecting participants, especially with privacy and confidentiality?
Yeah, great question. So Intermountain, we've always done the best job to protect the privacy of our patients here at Intermountain. It's really important to us. We're following all of the regulations through HIPAA, and we're making sure everything is secure. With this study in particular, we're actually taking an extra step. So when participants come in, they have their blood drawn, and we label that tube with their information. But before we send this tube off for testing, we actually strip that entire tube of the patient's personal information, and we give them a randomized ID. So for example, if I went in, mine would say Brody on it, they would remove that and give me a random ID such as ABC123. That way, when we do share it with our partners and our researchers, nobody knows that it is the patient's actual tube. But we keep that stored here, so when we do get results back, we're able to contact the patient.
Oh, at Intermountain Healthcare, you're really hoping that people will participate. One more time, if they're interested, if they want more information, if they want to set up an appointment, where do they go?
Yep, so go to HerediGene.org, and then on there, you'll be able to fill out the form to complete the consent form, and then it will give you a list of sites you can go to. Basically, anywhere there's an Intermountain facility or a draw site for Intermountain, you can go in and participate. Again, for Summit County, you're going to want to go to Park City Hospital or to Heber City Hospital. We already have doctors and lab personnel there ready to help enroll patients there.
Well, thank you so much, Brody Gibson, for joining us today from Intermountain Healthcare, a clinical researcher. We hope to continue talking about this study, the results, and much more right here on Mountain Connections. We'll be back with more right after this.